Producer Danny's in my ear.
This.
This is so exciting. We have a trade, people. Denver, New York, and Dallas have agreed to a three-way deal. League sources tell ESPN. Mudiay to the Knicks, Devin Harris and Denver to Denver, and Doug McDermott to Dallas. I'm going to do it again. Here we go.
I love it.
Adrian Wojnarowski coming with it. I love the Woj.
Y'all got a workman's comp thing here because there's some spark, literally legit, the sparks that come out. Just hit my leg right there.
Hey, I like that for New York.
That's fine. I have a fire extinguisher on this side. If you get lit on fire, that's fantastic.
I got you here, too.
What do you think of this deal?
I got you, man.
It's a lot to unpack. Obviously, the Knicks got a young guard in Mudiay. It's going to be interesting, him and Nicolina trying to be two guards that have problems scoring the ball, but versatility defensively, what you just talked about, Coach, big guards. I kind of like that. Devin Harris to the Nuggets, they've needed help at point guard. Is Devin Harris enough? It's better than what they had before. And then what was it, McDermott? Where does McDermott go? To Dallas?
Yep.
Yeah, that's just all right.
Obviously, Mudiay hasn't been able to get the foothold in Denver that everybody thought he would. What do you?
Change the scenery.
Yeah.
Might be the deal because the talent's there. And I really like this move by the Knicks and Scott Perry because they got hit with a grenade. And for him to still be making moves right now, to bring in a real talent at that position, that's probably just a change of scenery away from really tapping into it. I like this for the Knicks.
Now, Adrian Wojnarowski also reporting that Denver is going to get a second-round pick from the Knicks, so they're moving some of those picks around that they got yesterday. Scotty, trying to just sort of pick up the pieces after Kristaps Porzingis' injury, it didn't just set you back for this season, it sets you back for next season, too, because he probably is not going to come back until the start of next calendar year.
Yeah, well, when you talk about the ACL, you never know what's going to be the outcome. I mean, you watch Derrick Rose's career sort of go to a downspin from something like that, and you just don't know how much this has really set them back. And hopefully he can bounce back from this and become a better player, as we've all thought he would, and continue to improve. But, you know, for the Knicks, you know, we thought we were going to have our opportunity to see them be a team push for the postseason, and, you know, to see this happen to them. And you know, it's devastating because people are always, you know, cheering for the Knicks and want to see them in the postseason, but it's just never happening for them. And now, you know, you have to make this trade. But I think it's going to be great for the young player in Mudiay. I think it's an opportunity, a new scenery, and hopefully that it'll be some upside to his career.
And it's hard, too, right? Because you do still have a New York fan base that is demanding, that has suffered through so much in the last few years. So you can't just hold in place until Kristaps comes back.
I mean, him getting hurt this early allows them to make moves this year that are for the future, like this.
No, I mean.
And so it kind of gives you the cover. If you were healthy and the season weren't going well, it's a lot harder for them to do that. So you got to take advantage. And like Coach said, I applaud Scott Perry making hay while the sun's shining. Like, look, he's hurt. We have to deal with it, but we're not going to deal with it by hoping he's going to be a savior when he returns. We're going to have more in the cupboard for him, and when he returns, he's got more to return too.
And I want to hit on Denver real quick, too, because we remember that heartbreaking shot. Russell Westbrook got his triple-double record with that incredible basket that, of course, knocked Denver out of the playoffs at the last moment. Coach, how important is it for the Denver Nuggets to try to make the postseason this year in that very crowded 5-8 slot in the West?
I like to see it. I like the team that they have. I like the young team. I think Mike Malone's a heck of a coach. I think that city is just dying to get back into those playoffs. I think Devin Harris is going to be a good addition from a veteran leadership standpoint. A guy who can still do it on the court and be solid, but at the same time in the locker room can help it when the times go tough because he's been in championship games. He's been through real stuff in this league. I think he's going to be a good addition.
And Coach, you talk about a team it's pretty young. I know, you know, Millsap is hurt, but a lot of those other guys, they haven't been there before. And how many times have we seen young teams that are really good, but when it comes to getting in that stretch, making mistakes because they've never been there before? Having Devin Harris there is going to help.
Yep.